Hello, thank you for being in a new video. This time I have with me the Galaxy Z Flip6. We're going to have first impressions to get to know it quickly. Let's get started. This device is going to make a slight evolution over the Galaxy Z Flip5, but it's not as big an evolution as what we saw from the Galaxy Z Flip4 to the Galaxy Z Flip5. So it largely maintains good essence of the design, although it is true that the design will be a little more refined. The hinge is new and comes reinforced. The opening seems to me to be a little easier. So to open it with one hand, I think it's a little bit more comfortable than other generations, where maybe you had to put a little more force on it from the chin to try to open it. In this case, I find it's a little bit easier. There are some aesthetic changes that you could distinguish this new generation with. For example, the camera rings will have a color highlight depending on the color of your device, which by the way is available in blue, yellow, silver and mint. A very similar palette to the last generation. Personally, I find it a very nice design. Most of the new features of this device will focus on the software. For example, it comes with improved wallpapers for the external display so that the elements somehow interact with the physical world. For example, in this case, emojis fall with gravity, and also if you touch the screen, somehow you can push these kind of elements. So, we have a little bit more interaction with the backgrounds of this external screen, and we will also find some other backgrounds that are going to have some reactions with the environment. So if it's raining, your wallpaper will also show rain and other similar things. It also integrates artificial intelligence functions to create new wallpapers, and it is also going to give you suggestions to adapt your photos in a better way here. At the software level, we would also find the interpreter function with which you can be talking to the device, and the person who speaks another language will be able to see through the external screen the subtitles. And you also through the internal screen will be able to see what the other person is telling you. But I think the main improvement of this device will be the main camera sensor, which unlike the Galaxy Z Fold 6, here it has seen an evolution over the last generation. Now integrates a 50 megapixel sensor, although in automatic mode photographs will remain 12 megapixels. Well, 12.5 megapixels to be exact, and the maximum digital zoom is still 10x, but obviously with higher resolution on the sensor, the digital zoom will be a little better. But there really isn't an abysmal evolution over last generation zoom. Although we will test a little deeper to see specifically the level of evolution it can reach, but at least at the hardware level there is a significant improvement in this main camera sensor. In fact, on the external display there is a new feature when using the camera that will be enabled only when you are using flex mode. So, you can leave the device on some table, and once you turn on the auto zoom function, the device will try to frame you in a better way, and again taking advantage of the 50 megapixel sensor. The picture should show a good level of detail even though you are applying digital zoom. Another very important development for content creators and those who enjoy Instagram is that this device has announced a new partnership to integrate nightography to Instagram. That is, if you capture photos from the Instagram app in nighttime environments, you should take advantage of the night photography capabilities that this device integrates at the software level. Another software level novelty that integrates is that when you hold the device in a handycam format within the video recording mode, a new slider will appear to manage the zoom with different speed. So if you slide up very fast, the zoom will also move fast, but curiously the shortcuts to manipulate the zoom in a specific way are lost. But it's a novelty that's also available on this device. And despite having a more refined design, there is an important novelty, and it is that it now integrates a steam chamber. This component we had not seen present in vertical format folding devices that usually have many complications for cooling, and therefore generally the performance of these folders is not usually as high or as powerful as other devices. So, for your reference, it's 150% larger than the Galaxy S23 Ultra's vapor chamber. So definitely that's a very good vapor chamber for cooling the processor, and that's going to be very important in the gaming experience, although obviously we'll check it out and put it to the test in the review. But for now, as a general overview, I think it's an excellent addition to make the device cooler. Another revolution is that it now integrates a 4000 milliamp battery. That will be noticed and was another of the weak points of the vertical format foldables, which generally used to incorporate batteries of less than 4000 milliamps. But in this case it has reached this figure, which is still small compared to traditional format devices. But at least I think it is a significant improvement over the folding devices of this vertical format. Obviously, it will also incorporate the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and in this case comes with 8 GB of RAM. I would have liked to have seen 12 GB considering it's going to be an expensive device, but it comes with 8 GB of RAM and 256 or 512 GB versions of storage. So for the moment, this has been all for this little first look at this device, but remember that we will have unboxing, review, and many more analysis around it coming soon. I hope you liked this video. See you next time.